Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Howard now from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Howard. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Cardinals at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Murray going to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Come on, come on. Hit.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They run again on first down. Cook to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Cook on the toss left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing now is Murray. Again, he finds Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Cook up the gut. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Howard off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, basketball, you know, they tell you to have active hands defensively. I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Howard on third down. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals 17. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Okay, break.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's Howard to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Howard. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
151 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dalvin Cook with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Howard now throwing on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Come on.
To throw is Howard. Off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the 49ers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now Cook running right. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, we got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Howard on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Niners,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. They'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
Let me show you how to be a star.